Alright guys, welcome back to the channel where today it's time to break down the epic Creation Suite trailer that has just been released, so we're going to uncover all of the little details. So let's jump straight into this one. As first up, we'll have Creator Superstar mode, which starts out showing us a preview of one of the created stars, and that gives us a first look at the background of this year's mode, which is a lot cleaner than last year with a dark grey background as opposed to the performance center that we're seeing in both WWE 2K15 and in WWE 2K16. From there, we get a good glimpse at some of this year's new preset body types, ranging all the way from muscular tones to Yokozuna style sumos, with the superstars details also shown on the right of the screen that display the height and weight, as well as the creation's attire slot number, which confirms that we'll see at least 2 attires per slot. After selecting the preset body morphin, you can also then use the body adjustment option to further customize it to your liking, as well as customizing a new veins option that allows you to decide whether your superstar will have bulging veins similar to the likes of John Cena. Hair updates come next as we see Road Warrior Walk's classic cut selected, along with various other hairstyles that return from past games before switching to facial hair and the reveal of more new designs that include full 3D beards. Switching to clothing, and here we get a shot of some of the generic clothing options, which include outfits for the likes of Giant Gonzalez and the Hillbillies, as well as your standard wrestling outfits. As for shoes, again there appears to be even more options added, of which, like the other clothing options, you'll actually notice all of these are a basic white design, and that better helps preview the choices available. Once an item is selected, we'll once again have the standard options of customizing the colour, the material and the logos, with this year seeing more material options added that include both default, cloth, matte, vinyl, satin, metallic, rubber, vela, plastic, pearl, leather and organza. Also shown in the top right of the video is the layer limit, with 60 layers available and 128 points. Face paint is up next, as we'll have all the regular face paints that we've come to expect return, as well as a few new additions this year that include skull and animal designs with the ability to change the colouring on the design selected. As for custom logo designs, again we'll have a few new additions, however the main talking point here is that logos don't appear to stretch and blur as the size increases, just like it did in 2K16. Plus, 2K have also added in the new option of shadow offsets, and that allows players to add a shadow to the designs that can make them look 3D, as well as the ability to change the material properties of the logos so that they no longer just appear to be printed on the clothing and instead stand out. As we switch over to Creator Moveset, you'll notice the addition of crowd, opponent and wake up tones that replace the standard tone option, and using these, players can fully customize the new tone system and select a tone that they want to use to either fire up the crowd, gloat at their opponent, or taunt them as they get back to their feet before hitting a finisher. As we move into the signature selection screen, you can see another of the new changes this year that features an alphabetical list that now allows players to jump to a specific letter, which makes things a lot quicker when trying to find a specific move. Meanwhile, this year under finishers is the new addition of 2 ringside finishing moves. These 2 additional slots allow players to choose 2 alternate finishing moves that can be used on the outside or when brawling throughout the arena, and they make for a great way to allow superstars with high flying finishers the ability to also perform standing finishers in areas where they can't use the aerial assault. As we switch to create an arena, the first thing that you'll notice is the ability to now freely move around the arena, which gives players a much better view of their creation as opposed to the limited viewing angles that we're seeing last year. You'll also notice that the stage now features more props than last year, with the ability to include more items on or around the stage. Speaking of stages, those available as preset entrances in Create an Arena this year include Armageddon 2002 and 2003, Backlash 2001 and 2003, Bad Blood 2004, Capital Punishment 2011, the classic ECW Arena, Extreme Rules 2011 and 2014, the Great American Bash 2008, Hell in a Cell 2011, In Your House 14, Judgment Day 2004 and 2005, Money in the Bank 2013, Night of Champions 2013, No Mercy 2005, No Way Out 2001, the 2014 NXT Arena, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, the original custom stage from WWE 12, Over the Edge 1998, Over the Limit 2011, Payback 2014, Raw 2002, 2006 and 2014, as well as Raw's War 98, Royal Rumble 2001, 2004 and 2011, and finally SmackDown 2006. Meanwhile, there is others also available, however those are not included in the video. As we get a little further into Create an Arena, you'll see that we now have the option to set the time of day for outside arenas, meaning as well as the stage design, venue size and crowd type, we can actually choose to have the arenas in broad daylight, evening or the dark of night. Getting a better look at some of the props available this year, we can see a lot of last year's props do return, and they're actually joined by some new options with the likes of gravestones, drum kits and coffins, as well as the typical UK Raw British phone box and London bus. As you'll notice in this next shot, you can now place the props in a wider area with things like tables, ladders and chairs all placed at the side of the stage, which could mean that some of these are interactive now that we can wrestle in those areas. Next comes one of this year's brand new features with the addition of Create a Video, which also confirms that the highlight reel will be available at all times using the pause menu, just like in past games. Once entering the highlight reel, you'll be able to trim out the segment that you require, change the angle and even adjust the speed before saving your clips to create a new video, which can then be used as a Titantron movie. One thing I do want to point out here is that not only does it appear you can use your own match clips to create Titantrons, but you'll also notice the selection notes video / cutscene. Therefore, even though there's no story designer in the game, we may well be able to create custom cutscenes that we can then save and use for creating entrance videos. Aside from the clips, you'll also notice we'll have the option to include an animated logo, set transitions between clips, and also a custom filter. In regards to the animated logos, the trailer only features custom in-game designs. However, if this also includes custom logos from community creations, then that would mean we'll be able to create all kinds of Titantron videos with real-world wrestling logos such as the NWO. As for the filters, you can see here we'll have red, blue, yellow, purple, pink, mustard, blood orange, light blue, green, orange, violet, mint, sepia, black and white, and vignette, with more filters also included but not shown. Once you've chosen all your clips in the settings that you want, then you can render your video just like we could back in WWE 13, which when finished will be available to select as a Titantron movie. Create an entrance is up next, and straight away you can see there are new entrance animations available with the likes of the Hall of Fame Celebrity Wing as well as a generic championship entrance. Meanwhile, under Titantron movies, you can also see the addition of Big Show 2000's Tron, as well as Chris Jericho 2001, which appears to confirm those as some of this year's alternate attires, with Trons also included for the Brothers of Destruction and surprisingly Breezango, whose Trons also make it into the game. Another new feature up next is Create a Victory, with this new addition allowing players to customize the victory scenes for both in-game and custom superstars, with 2K including various alternate animations for superstars, including Big E's New Day and pre-New Day scenes, Big Show and Big Show 2000, as well as Billy Gunn 1 and 2. To make life easier, each scene is also listed as either heel or face, which should make things much more simpler when trying to look for a specific type to suit your superstar. Next, we take a look at Create a Championship, which made its return to the series last year, and this time around it comes complete with some new features that allow players to further customize the strap of the belt by choosing a pattern, along with the addition of new various front and side plates that include custom side plates for the likes of recent WWE champions like The Rock, Daniel Bryan and Brock Lesnar, as well as Seth Rollins, making it easy to create custom WWE championships specific to those stars. Also included under front plates are partial designs for some of WWE's own championships that allow players to piece together their own unique versions, including broken ones, with the likes of the Hardcore Championship, Women's, Tag Team, Cruiserweight and various World Championship pieces. Finally, we'll have Create a Show, which again was a new feature that was added last year, and this year it too features some brand new updates, including a lot of additional transition designs and show logos, which include the likes of NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, Dallas and London, as well as the network exclusive Roadblock and various past logos including Raw, SmackDown, Saturday Night's Main Event and WCW logos. As for the transition designs, this one here looks to be Hell in a Cell. However, instead of featuring the Hell in a Cell logo, it simply features a WWE logo, which should make it much more appealing as opposed to last year where you might have wanted a fiery transition but didn't want the Hell in a Cell logo included. Anyway guys, that brings us to the end of the trailer, but there is so much in there, it's insane just how much has been crammed in, and it doesn't even stop there because 2K have revealed on the 2K website that there'll be plenty more smaller additions for fans to find once the game is released. As for a teaser, some of those, the website notes that Create a Show also has the ability to set filter this year, with options for black and white, sepia, and bad VHS. Therefore, you can apply those filters to a show and play your match as if you're actually playing it on an old cassette tape, which is kind of cool. Meanwhile, one of the other big things not shown is that you can also customize the referee in Create a Show this year, meaning you can change his look to suit your show. Anyway guys, that is all for now, but again, make sure to stay tuned to the channel and subscribe if you haven't already, as the news is now coming thick and fast as we head towards release, which is only just over 3 weeks away. In the meantime, let me know your thoughts on this new trailer in the comments and your favourite new aspect. As for me, I would say it's the highlight reel and Create a Video, but let me know your favourite in the comments. Until next time, have an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.
Peggy 16.